You're listening to Hey Pal, What's New with John, Alex, and Greg. Hey Pal, What's New is a product of Sack of Sin Entertainment. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and all other social media platforms. Hey Pal, What's New can be found on Spotify, Podbean, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and all other podcast locations. Or check us out at sackofsin.com or heypalwhatsnew.com. Warning, Hey Pal, What's New contains explicit content. John, Alex, and Greg are a pair of vulgar Gen Xers. If you are easily offended, please stop listening and go download a nice tame podcast like the Goop Podcast. You have been warned. Oh, here we come, Gregry.
Sweet Caroline.
Come in me.
What?
I really like an ice cream
Hey,
pie.
everybody, guess what? It's Hey Pal, What's New? Sorry we're late. I'm Greg, and that's John Alex over there. I was fixing myself up for the camera, making myself look all... Am I supposed to be looking over here?
Yeah, that's you right there.
All right. I'm just making sure we got new cameras and all that good stuff.
Hey,
That's
Greg
why
got a new camera.
That's why I'm so sexy right now. All right, I'm cleaning up here. But yes, it's Sunday night again, and we're at the CCC, and it's a lovely Sunday evening.
Clean up so nicely, Greg.
I do. I shaved and everything.
Go on, eat it!
Speaking of eat it.
Eat it.
Eat it.
What the fuck? You really are insane. Eat it. Go on, eat it!
Yellow Jackets. We'll get to that.
Who recorded my last bedroom session? Anyway.
Hold on.
You had to do that. Now I'm going to be like looking at it the whole time like this. Like, tell me more. Let's do what we always do, man. What's new with you there, Jackass Jordy?
Dude, I went down a fucking rabbit hole.
You did?
Yeah. I don't know if this goes in music or whatever, but I went down a Drumeo rabbit hole.
Yeah, you were like, have you ever heard of this person? And I'm like, I forget the name of it.
She was some drummer.
Some drummer, yeah. Drumeo, yeah. I follow them on the TikTok, man.
Oh, my God.
It's I've always been like, I believe it or not, fun fact for your knapsack, guitars. And we're gonna be talking with a drummer in a little bit, but yeah, man, I've always had drummer envy. I watched drum cam footages, and
yeah.
I started out as a drummer, and then
I have musician envy. I fucking.
Yeah, but that Drumeo is great because they just get these great drummers and just give them songs they have no idea what they are.
That was the only one that I saw originally. Was they got this girl and like she's a drummer for a bunch of different bands, and they played her System of a Down.
No,
Rage Against the Machine, and they
Bulls on Parade.
They play it for her without the drums, so she just hears the music and she has to come up with her own drum thing, and they I guess like we don't see all of it, like her listening to it again and again and figuring out, playing around with what she's going to play. Mm-hmm. And then she plays along with it, and then they let her listen to it and see how well it sounds. But I didn't know they have like all these other things where they have drummers breaking down like their songs, where they're like, this is my song, and then this is where I did this and I came up with this, and if you notice you hear a little this here and stuff. It's interesting. They have a 2-hour fucking Phil Collins documentary I started watching. You know what I learned from that Phil Collins documentary?
What's that?
That I don't give a fuck enough about Phil Collins to sit through a 2-hour documentary. I made it about a half hour.
He is an unsung drummer only because we all see him in the front singing the studio. But
and I could feel it coming.
Yeah,
in your ass tonight.
Everybody knows that freaking drum beat. But yeah, no, I mean, but yeah, they have a lot of really good drummers on there, like that. And if you ever watch there's that guy Rick Beato. He has a lot of really good musicians, and they break down.
Is that Tor's brother?
No,
Torpedo.
Hold on a second.
You know what?
Oh God, that smells like a fucking. That smells.
You know what that deserves? You know what that deserves? Oh,
it doesn't.
It deserves.
Oh, God.
A bucket of his diarrhea. It was liquid, hot liquid.
That was, that was the soundtrack to my my marital coupling last night.
Oh yeah, fuck you, Verizon.
Aww.
Oh, gee. Oh, gee.
Oh, gee, guys.
Oh, come on.
But yeah, I went down that Drummio fucking rabbit hole. It was like, I just
Yeah.
couldn't stop. I don't know. And then the other rabbit hole I went through, I'm not going to talk about any of the things I watched because I know you wouldn't get, well, you probably might give a fuck. I started watching Korean dramas.
Okay.
I was on Netflix and it's like, oh, watch this. It's like, oh, it's subtitles. Like, you know what? I don't give a fuck. And I started watching it. And next thing I know, I'm like, wait, why isn't there another episode? I was like, oh, wait, this is one of those ones that fucking Netflix does week to week.
Wait, Netflix does week to week?
Yeah. I
what
had
are you
no
gonna do?
idea. I thought, like, if it's on Netflix, you get the whole season. Nope.
No.
Now I got to wait for the next episode of this fucking Korean drama called, like, When Life Gives You Tangerines. Dude, don't even get me started. There was 3 of them
When
I started
life
watching
gives you
them. One was about an autistic lawyer. And I just felt like...
It's called what?
You know when you see... Look, you know when you look at an actor who doesn't have autism, pretending to have autism, you go, you're really just overdoing it. That's not...
Yeah.
Like,
You're-
almost to where you feel like it's insulting to people with autism.
You never go full retard.
No, pretty much. And that's the problem is I was watching this girl and I was just like, it just hooked me at it. I had to stop.
I
But-
mean, I'm all down with the Korean horror. They do.
Well, that's why I
they
figured-
do zombies the best. They really do.
You know what my wife's takeaway was?
What's that?
Maybe I'll get you to watch Squid Game season 2 now.
Oh, you didn't watch Squid
No,
Game
I
season?
haven't. I don't give a fuck enough to watch it.
Oh, it was good. It was all right.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe when I have my shoulder surgery.
Yeah.
I have a, what do I have? I have a torn slip tear in my right shoulder, which is where like the tendon meets your shoulder joint.
Okay.
It like ripped.
Ouch.
And then my left shoulder, I have like thickening and tear in the tendon, thickening of the tendon, and cysts on my humerus, on the end of my humerus, which is why I get off. That's why I can't like do shit with. At least I don't have a rotator cuff tear.
Okay.
So fuck that shit.
Well, that's
Maybe
something.
they'll just give me a shot, like what they did with the fucking clap.
give you the gel.
They give me the shot with like they did a clap, the
Oh.
gel.
Well, no, that's when you have
Cortisone.
like
Give me some cortisone.
when they shoot the gel into your kneecaps and stuff. If it's all fucked up, if you
Yeah,
have bad
cortisone.
knees. Yeah, that's something.
Maybe they'll put some cortisone on my shoulder. I'll be good. What about you?
What did I do this week? Not a fuckload of a lot.
All right,
Really.
sounds good.
I mean, I took Violet to the orthodontist. That was about the extent of my week.
All right.
You know, I got my pedis cured again, which was nice. So my feet are looking lovely. I almost went for a mani too, but I was like, I'll just do it myself. But yeah, no, nothing really. Just hung around and yeah, Manala will be heading down to Florida on Friday to go
Good
visit,
riddance. Oh,
go
goodbye.
visit her dad, which is wild because her father lives like 10 minutes from my mother. So they're going to all meet down there and have lunch or dinner or something like that, hang out. You know, her father's the best,
Meet the
man. He's
in-laws.
like an Egyptian guy with a Brooklyn swagger.
I can't believe you're not going.
No, well, somebody's got to watch the cats. And, you know,
Did you hear a horn honk?
I did,
It's got to be one of my kids.
probably. What are you going to do? No,
Probably Anastasia
oh, okay.
or Mila. I don't fucking know. One of them.
Yeah, it's a bumpus. Who knows? Yeah, so she'll be down there for a couple of days. So, yeah, I mean, somebody's got, single dad, man. Got to watch the kid. So you can't just leave her alone for a weekend, you know?
I mean, you could.
I mean, you could, but, I mean, I'm not that trusting, I guess. No, I mean, you know, what happens? And you're freaking everybody's down here? I don't know. Yeah, talk about it. I'll tell you a good story. There was one day where Manal was at work. Violet was with her at her friend's house. I got the house to myself. I took her to I was like, I'm just going to freaking relax, watch them.
All alone?
Yeah.
Home alone?
Home Alone. I got to watch some Yellow Jackets and just quiet. And then all of a sudden,
You watch Yellow Jackets?
I did.
Eat it.
I did. I did eat it. And I was sitting on, and all of a sudden the phone rings, and it's my cousin, auntie, and she goes, Gregry. I'm like, yeah. She goes, you have any muscle relaxers? I'm like, no. I guess she was watering plants. Talk about breaking rotator cuffs and all that shit.
Yeah.
She was watering the plants, and she threw her back out. Like, she's like, it's the middle of my back and the left. I said, well, where are you? She's like, I'm at home. I'm on the floor. I can't get up. And I'm
This
like,
is Rich's wife?
yeah.
Oh, God.
I was like, do you need me to go over there and get you off the floor? You know, she's like, no, it doesn't hurt when I'm on the floor, but once I stand up, it's painful. I just wanted to know if you had any. I said, well, if my dad, you know, if it was 20 years ago, my dad would have every pain pill under the sun, but unfortunately, this is the sober house. We don't have any of that stuff.
Oh, shit.
But she did find somebody to bring her some muscle relaxer, and she was able to get up. But I was just like, it's finally quiet at my house. I'm like, nobody's home, and I'm just like I'm like, wow.
You got your dick in your hand.
Seriously.
Your fucking other hand on the remote.
It's
like, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, ring, ring. Greg, I need pink. I was like, there goes my boner.
Yes. Well, no. I mean,
although according to Dr. Oz, if she's your second cousin, sex is on the table.
oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. According to Dr. Mehmet Oz.
First cousins can't do it.
Oh, good. Thank God.
But yeah, we don't do that stuff.
No.
This ain't.
You're not fucking. We're not down south. We're not in Texas.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, man.
Right.
So where were we?
We're going to.
Oh shit.
I don't have a lot of news, but
John, you got any news?
Gregory, I don't have a lot of news.
Okay.
But what I do have.
Oh shit.
Can we have a week without someone fucking dying, please?
Goddamn death
And
dedication.
not just anybody, but Richard Chamberlain.
Yeah, we just caught this like right before
Also
we went
known
on air.
as TV's Dr. Kildare. I knew him as the guy in what he was the guy in the original Shogun, was he not?
I believe so.
You know, Richard Chamberlain.
Oh, he's been in a bunch of different
Shogun,
things.
Dr. Kildare, the Thornbirds, Alan fucking Quartermain. That's the biggie for me. Shogun and Alan Quartermain. But I remember watching fucking Shogun year after year. He dead, motherfucker.
He dead.
He died in, of all places, God bless, Hawaii.
Did they play the cancer song for him?
No,
No,
he died
was
of a
it-
stroke. Complications
okay.
from a stroke. But he died in Hawaii. I've been to Hawaii.
Have you?
Yeah, to Kamana Wanalea. You want a licky dicky?
I've made maps of Hawaii on people.
Oh, I bet you have. From across the fucking room, I hear.
Actually, mine are more like Texas. But anyway.
Oh, my God.
No, big ups to Richard Chamberlain, man.
Greg's doing the Thousand Islands.
Yeah. Hidden Valley Ranch, everyone.
So he's dead.
He's dead.
He's not coming back.
No. He should not play with the dead, because if we find him in a swamp somewhere and mummified.
In other Who Gives a Fuck news, we have a cast finally announced for Avengers Doomsday. We're gonna release it slowly over the course of the episode. Whenever the fuck we feel like it, we'll just tell you another name.
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr.
Every 12 minutes. Jesus. You know what? I got sucked into that because I was at work.
It's like 5.5 hours.
5.5 hours.
Fuck no.
Dude, fuck Disney and Marvel, they're geniuses.
No,
Only
they're
for the
not,
fact that like on that stream I had
It's insulting.
it pissed me off to no end, right? So it was just like, first of all, let's do this.
Spoil what?
In case you haven't seen it.
Oh.
Okay, so they list on the thing every member of the Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
The fucking movie hasn't come out yet.
Oh, so I guess everybody lives to the end.
Yeah, well, they didn't have Taskmaster on there. So I guess he's the one that's eating it. Or like, yo, way to fucking spoil it. You don't put Spider-Man on it or the Hulk or any of those people, but you got all the fucking Thunderbolts on there. And you also got old school X-Men.
Yeah.
With Channing Tatum.
Alan Cumming.
Where? Yeah, so you got the old school Fox
They started
X-Men.
off with Chris Hemsworth, correct?
Chris Hemsworth, yeah. If you go on, it was funny because, yeah, there's the 5.
I didn't know you sent me the link, and I didn't know that this is how they were doing it. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
I had it on.
And I'm like, there's nothing here.
I had it on in the background, and, all these people were live streaming it, and it was just, they had over 100,000 people watching it for 5.5 hours.
131,000. But that's not really a lot. When you think
watching,
about it.
watching live, 131,000?
Yeah, no, I don't think that's a lot. I don't think that's a big number. Not for something like this.
Yeah. But it was kind of a shitty way for them to do it. There wasn't really, I mean, to see the old, like, Alan Cumming and all
Kelsey
the old,
Grammer.
Well, he was in the Marvels, right? So you're getting the old X-Men.
Literally.
Oh, Conan the Barbarian, was he on there?
Wilt Chamberlain died in... I don't know why... Okay, Justin. Wilt Chamberlain died in 1999.
Oh, okay. All right. Didn't he fuck like 1,000 women or something like that?
Oh.
Who knows? But yeah, it was kind of a shitty way to do it. I mean, you do get Channing Tatum in there.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I'm about to make a name for myself.
Oh, good. The people demanded it. But with that many names, like how much time can they all be on the screen?
They'll do it pretty much like the event, like Infinity War Endgame thing, where they got a pocket of people over here, a pocket of people over there. The dog in the middle is going to say, "Hey, what do you want from me?" But you know that's not even the whole cast.
No, I know.
It's going to be, I guarantee they're going to do another 25. People, it was, now if I was smart, I would have just waited until it was over and then just watched everybody who sped it up, which many people
Or just look
did.
at the fucking list.
Yeah, well, we posted it on our Facebook, just say, you're welcome. But yeah, I had it on the background because you're thinking like, all right, they're making us wait this long. Something's got to happen. Apparently nothing happened except Robert Downey Jr. at the end.
Yeah.
Like, oh, wait, is he in it? Oh, it's only called fucking Doomsday. You know, tell me something I don't know. But
I mean, Vanessa Carpet. Okay, anyway.
well, they got all the Fantastic
I don't
Four,
give a fuck.
Fantastic Foreskins.
Fantastic
So,
foreskin.
Yeah, so, okay. What else we got on there, Chucklehead?
This is my favorite.
Okay.
Did you see Texas? This is kind of outside our realm, but inside our realm. Texas passed a law that in order to buy sex toys, you have to show ID.
Okay.
Also, I didn't know they had a law that you're only allowed to own 6 dildos.
Really?
Yeah.
There's a dildo?
There's a dildo law. You can only own 6 dildos. No 7th dildo.
Now, how are they going to know? Are they going to freaking... Is the dildo police going to... Do you have to register your dildo like a firearm? People in Texas...
Imagine the police come there. You're like, oh my God, I got a dozen dildos. I got to hide some. You just start shoving them up your ass like cocaine.
Well, how about this? Texas, everybody can carry a gun.
Yeah.
So you could have 50 guns in your house, but you can only have 6 dildos?
That's right.
What the hell?
I know. It's
Come on.
And you wonder why on my trip across the country I don't feel like going to Texas.
Yeah, just, limit it to the 5 dildo. That's all you can do. I mean, do you really need more than 6 dildos, though? Let's think about it.
Oh, no. It was, oh, no, Justin, it wasn't Wilt Chamberlain. It was Richard Chamberlain, the actor who played...
Dick Chamberlain.
Yeah, he was in Shogun. He was in all the Alan Quartermain movies, which were like... I look at Alan Quartermain as like the fucking Kirkland Indiana Jones.
Oh, yeah.
That's what Alan Quartermain was. Like Alan Quartermain, the Lost City of Gold, Alan Quartermain, and the whatever.
No, that was Romancing the Stone, God damn it.
Oh,
that
Romancing the Stone.
That was the Kirkland.
John Wilder? John Wilder? Fucking love that movie. I don't know why.
Yeah, they're classics.
It's right up there with Overboard.
It's right up there with old... God, I can't even think of her name. I'm not going to do this. I noticed last episode I was listening to it. I'm like, we are uninformed assholes.
That's what I was honestly. I will not lie. I'm thinking about asking my wife to just sit there with the computer, and as we say shit, look it up for us.
Just open tab that shit, man. It's ridiculous.
Like,
wait till we get to Yellow Jackets. We'll fuck
the reason I'm
up.
always distracted is because I'm jumping back and forth between my list and then pulling up. Like if we talk about something, I'm searching the web looking for it. It'd be really nice to have like my wife sitting right there at the computer.
So listen, guys. I mean, definitely like, share, subscribe. Give us some freaking. Let's get this shit monetized so we can actually get a producer.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Producer Katie.
Yeah, Producer Katie. We had Producer Violet at one point. Producer Mila. They all fucking.
They all get bored. They're like, I don't know. I'm fine because they're not invested.
No, not like us.
No, but if they were making fucking money, they'd be invested.
Of course.
But yeah, only 6 dildos, buddy.
No, all right.
So I don't know if there's much more news beyond that.
One for each finger.
There was something I was looking at on CBR that we were talking about.
Yeah, not that much in the news lately.
No.
But
Oh my God, is that my phone?
That's
Who
your
the fuck
phone.
keeps texting me? I bet you it's like fucking. Oh, who is it? I knew it.
Who?
Who do you think?
Oh.
Jumping Jesus.
On a pogo stick. Anyway, but yeah, so I guess that's it for the news, man.
Yeah.
Let's get into
Where do you want to go? You want to go music, TV, trailers?
Oh, we'll do a little
Now hold on there 1 second here, young fella. I was thinking about maybe the 2 of us get down in the old pickup truck corner and hit one of them movie plexes where we can go sit down and eat a tub of popcorn and check out some
Each other off.
I will never not say jerk each other off to that.
Man, look, I'm
a popcorn and maybe jerk each other off.
Look at it. I'm like on Drumeo shit.
Do you know that guy who's like, if you want your meat to be beaten,
yeah.
fucking that guy,
Yeah.
you can do a cameo from him. Do you know how much he charges?
How much?
Fucking $200.
$200 for that guy?
Fuck that shit. I was looking at Cameo. Some of the people, it's like, some people it's like $50.
Yeah, you can get
some
Stuttering
no-name
John
people, it's
for like $40.
There's people on there who are like, I am nobody, but I will get on and do this for you. That's their shtick.
We should do a freaking cameo.
I'll do a fucking cameo.
Get a cameo from us. It'll be like $6.66.
Can I ask you a hypothetical question?
Sure.
Could you imagine dedicating your time and energy to creating something and then be killed doing it, and then it'd be like a total fucking turd? It'd be like you died for nothing.
Okay.
Did you watch the trailer for that movie Rust where Alec Baldwin killed the director or the producer?
Didn't he kill like a cast member? I think
it was
he
the
killed
producer.
somebody.
Justin will tell me. Justin will let me know. I think he killed the producer. Dude, I watched the trailer for that. This is why I bring it up. That trailer, that movie looks like fucking low-rent garbage.
Yeah.
It literally looks like some low-budget, I live out in the deserts of California. Let's film a Western on my ranch.
I don't know.
It looks bad.
Does it? I have no interest in Rust.
I watched a lot of trailers because there was a lot out, most of which I did not give a shit about.
Yeah, there were a bunch here. I mean,
don't care about Five Nights at Freddy's, but that's not a trailer.
Yeah.
There was the Rust. There was a trailer for the second season of the second half of the Daredevil Born Again season.
Okay.
Nothing, great revelations in there for me.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get into it in the TV part, but like, yeah, a trailer for like what's coming.
But really, trailer for Final Destination Bloodlines.
Yes.
They're like trying to develop like a legend behind this, because it looks like this when it goes back to this one woman started this whole thing when she had a premonition at prom and saved a whole bunch of lives. And now Death is so pissed at her.
Yeah, it's one of those, like we talked about it before we got on mic. Like the Final Destination movies are like a guilty pleasure. Like they're just, you watch them for the deaths. They're over the top. They're ridiculous. They're CGI heavy. They're bullshit. But it makes me laugh.
But you know what it is? My kids are my kids, and your kids are yours. They'll probably watch this shit. But the average teenager nowadays isn't gonna go watch Final Destination. So they're not gonna understand why we're so fucking. Every time I get behind a fucking log truck, I'm like, nope, gotta move, move.
Yeah.
Right. So I feel like this movie is gonna just indoctrinate them into all these looking at random things, like when something falls, like, oh shit, what's the chain of events that's gonna trigger that killing someone in this room right now?
That's why I don't go on roller coasters.
No.
From Final Destination 3. Or the one with the race where people with the NASCAR. I mean, fuck you, Verizon. Yeah, they're classics.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just you could watch them. Like I've watched YouTube videos of like just all the deaths in every Final Destination movie, and we always talk about Dead Meat, that channel with the kill counts. You can get through them all like pretty fast, So,
oh hell yeah.
But yeah, no, Bloodlines was really we goofed on the Bloodlines name, and what was some of the other trailers? I think that was
Alien Earth.
Alien Earth, man. I mean, I thought the Alien franchise, both Alien and Predator, were both fucking dead. And then you get Prey.
And you got their talking sequel to Prey.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Well, there's the end of that whole, the end credits we talked about when we watched it a long time ago.
The cave art.
And then freaking Fetty with Alien Romulus, which was great.
Resurrected Alien. I feel like it resurrected the series.
Yeah.
I think what Alien needs to do is just stay away from trying to stay in their lane.
Yeah.
Just stay in your Alien lane.
Yeah. I mean, this Alien Earth show looks really good. Hopefully they'll stick with that same kind of flavor that they have. I mean, I've been saying it for years, man. They got to do that with Terminator.
Oh, yes.
Like, they've just
They did, though. They did the Terminator series.
Not a series, but no, I'm talking about, like, taking the Terminator franchise, because they've done, like, a million of them, and they've all shit the bed. Go back to the roots, man, like what Fetty did with Alien. Make it a low-budget, fucking, bring it back to horror. Don't make it so sci-fi and liquid T-1000 shit. Like, go back to the basics.
And you want to know what? I could see getting behind a Terminator movie where they don't go. Maybe they've done it. Maybe I'm just misremembering all of it. Where they send someone back not to go after John Connor, but to go after like whoever, like one of his second in command who was influential in helping him fight, and go, if we can get him, then John won't have the like motivation or the what he needs to like push forward. And
yeah, there's a couple of different ways you can
so
kind of
many
go
ways.
about it, but yeah, somebody get on that, man, because like Terminator,
I mean, it's no clown in a cornfield.
I mean, what is
Fucking clown? Can we talk clown in a cornfield? That trailer. Did you watch the trailer? The new trailer?
Yeah.
Dude, that movie.
It's look, it's like Snakes on a Plane, like. They're
Tucker and Dale. It's
Tucker,
the same people who did Tucker and Dale.
Yep. So
I'm in 100% on this one.
Yeah. So you know what you're getting. You get a clown in a fucking cornfield killing people.
And I fucking hate clowns. Everybody who knows me knows I fucking hate clowns.
Well, you were talking about your road trip that you're gonna do in July. I was like, you gonna stay at the Clown Hotel?
No. Is there a clown hotel?
Oh, dude, honey.
Oh,
honey.
Oh, hold on. Let me text my wife.
I'll show it to you when we get off mic.
I'm gonna text. Do you know where it is?
It's somewhere in the Southwest, I think.
Slow. Clown
Hotel. Anybody who's in the chat, if you just send links, if you can find it.
I have a fear of clown. I don't know if you remember when we went to go see Velvet Revolver. You were pretty fucked up though.
No, I mean I was Velvet Revolver. That was one of the
one of the few
days. Yeah, that was one of the only few coherent ones.
Do you remember me fucking decking the clown at the fucking concert?
No.
We were online, and there's this fucking guy as a clown going back and forth on the line, like just doing fucking clown shit. And I grabbed the security guy, I go, keep that motherfucker away from me. And he's like, what? And I was like, I don't fucking do clowns, dude. I was like, you keep that fucking clown away from me, or there's going to be a problem. So he goes over and talks to the clown. The clown comes over and he goes, what's your problem with clowns, man? And I took a swing, fucking clocked the clown. He went stumbling back. The security guard grabs me and then just goes, you guys are going in. That's why we went in early ahead of everybody else, because the security guys are like, you guys, front of the line, go.
I missed that one. I mean, I was sober, sober, but I was like,
your brother was hammered.
Oh yeah, my brother was freaking super hammered.
So yeah, I'm not a clown guy.
No, I know Eddie was.
I like clown horror.
Interesting.
I like it, fucking House of 1,000 Corpses.
Yeah.
I love killer clowns from outer space. I love clown horror movies, probably because I have such like anxiety-ridden phobia of fucking clowns. I think I was molested by an uncle that looks like a clown.
Well, we talked about my my clown altercation in yesteryears with Daryl. Well, Daryl wasn't there, but he knew about the place. But
so I got to check out this clown
You're
hotel.
a pretty looking boy.
I have to check out.
Yeah, we'll I'll show it to you when we get off mic. I've seen it before. I think it's in the. It's all clown themed. So like you go into the room and it's a shitty motel.
Yeah,
it's not. But it's got like, Gacy paintings and like fucking, Pennywise
Can
pictures.
you just stop and look at it and then keep going?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay.
I'm sure. But yeah,
I don't want to stay there.
Dude,
I can't stay there.
I'm fine with clowns. I would not stay
I feel my heart racing talking about this. Like I'm getting anxious talking
like
about
there's paranormal people that go there and just like talk about it. But yeah, we'll get to it. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it with the trailers.
No,
I mean, movie-wise...
Andor in the studio. That was it, too. Sorry.
Well, we're going to talk about the studio. We both watched it.
Andor Season 2, I don't think the trailer gave us that much more.
No.
It's just more excited.
A little bit more. Like I said, April, which is actually coming up freaking in... I can't believe it's almost April.
Next week.
We got Last of Us. We got Andor.
Tuesday. April Fools.
Yeah, that's right. All right. Yeah, movie-wise, I didn't... full disclosure, I didn't see shit.
I was supposed to go to the movies, but I called my wife and said, want to go see this movie at 4:00, but it's also playing at 7. Do you want me to wait for you? We can go at 7. She goes, I don't know if I'll get off of work. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, how about this? There's another movie I want to see. I'll go see that at 4, and then her and I are going tomorrow, Monday, to go see Death of a Unicorn.
Oh, okay.
Which the critics are not giving it very good reviews, but I don't give a fuck.
No.
I went to go see your favorite, The Working Man, with
Oh yeah, Jason
Statham.
You gotta say, you know what I mean.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? You do it better than I do.
Yeah, go over there. You know what I mean? I can't do it. But anyway, yeah. So you're in a bag for that shit.
You get what you asked for. It's a Jason Statham movie, and I'm going to tell you some things about it that'll probably put it into perspective. But it is a former military, and I'm not going to spoil anything. Former military guy who now works doing construction. And what's his name from the Marvel movies? You know my cousin? He got that thing in my grandmother Morrissey?
Something Pena.
Yeah.
Michael Pena.
Michael Pena.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Pena plays his boss, who owns the construction company that he works for. And Michael Pena's daughter goes out on the town with her friends and gets kidnapped by the Russian mob to be sold into sex slavery.
As you do.
And Jason Statham has to go after her and fight the entire fucking mafia, John Wick style, to get this guy's daughter back.
He's staying in his lane, man. He knows.
Dude, the costume choices are fucking stupid. There's a black biker gang that he has to deal with. That like the guy's got like fucking cow horns on his helmet. And another guy's got a helmet that looks like a samurai. Like the
Shogun one.
The Shogun one. It's like it was ridiculous. And then when Jason Statham's character meets that guy, they both realize they're military after Jason Statham kicks the shit out of all of his guys. Mm-hmm. And then later on when the guy figures out that like he's trying to fuck with the mafia or whatever, they wind up going at each other, and Jason Statham of course kills him, but stabs him in the chest, and the guy's like, go on, finish it. It's one of those. And then when he rescues the girl at the end, of course, because you know he does, it's like not a surprise.
I mean,
she walks out of this. Yeah, she walks out of this place as they're like set the place on fire and it's about to burn down. She walks out. She stops, having been held in captivity, beat, chained up, all this other shit. She hasn't been raped. They never raped her.
Okay.
She stops and just goes double middle fingers and then walks out. And I was like, that is so fucking. It's so super cheesy, but it's written by fucking Sylvester Stallone. And directed by David Ayer. So you get what I mean. Yeah. It is what it is.
When she got beat up, I think we have a clip of it.
Fucking diapers. I shit my pants every day. I can't walk. I can't hump.
Yeah, I think she,
And then she gave a finger, and everybody just went,
"Oh no."
Garbage day.
Yeah, and then her dad, when she got home, wanted to know how she let herself get abducted, and he's like,
"How will you explain that?"
And she was like, "I don't know, Dad." Anyway,
wow.
I will give. I'm sure you know what I mean. I will give.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's when I sent you that. I went to go see it. I will give it. Look, as a movie, I'll give it maybe 2.
Okay.
But as like if you're a Jason Statham, just mindless action fighting, mostly fighting and punching and stabbing, a couple of gun shooting things, but I give it 3 stars for a Jason Statham, but as just a movie, I'm like, it's 2.
Yeah.
Thank God I got to go for free kind of thing.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't even rent it. I'm just not, he was in Snatch, that was about it. And,
You know what it really feels like? Do you remember during like the 80s when we just had like, was it the 80s when we had slews of these kind of like, Arnold Schwarzenegger and
Sylvester
Stallone were coming out with like these action star movies like week after week where it's like, I'm just a guy on the road or I'm just a former military and I got this kid and I take care of them and something happens and I got to go get them and rescue them and revenge and blah, blah, blah.
They've been trying to get that stuff back with the Jason Stathams and all those people from fucking Expendables. It's like. But I don't know, man. Something about those 80s ones with Schwarzenegger and Stallone. They were always just, Commando.
Commando, when he's walking holding the fucking
You remember when I told you I'd kill you last?
Yeah, you did. I lied. What happened to him? I had to let him go.
Yeah, just a stupid-ass one-liner.
What happened to Sully? I had to let him go.
Yeah, The Running Man. Jesus Christ. Freaking Tango and Cash.
Tango and Cash. Cash and Tango.
Cobra. Come on.
Cabretti. I'm a cop without a...
fucking Cabretti.
Dude, they try, but they're not.
Yeah.
So that was the only movie really I cared about that I watched other stuff, but like, I did watch that new fucking movie, The Life List on Netflix.
Okay. Was it lifeless?
Look, ladies, I apologize. I apologize.
Waddle-doodle.
It's a fucking romantic chick flick.
Okay.
Her mom dies, and
doesn't leave her the company, leaves the company to her sister-in-law because she wrote this list when she was a kid of things she wanted to accomplish in her life, and she never did any of them. So mom's like, you have to finish this list. And every time you finish a thing on the list, the lawyer will give you a DVD with a message from me for that thing on the list. And then, whatever, at the end of it, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Penis.
Look, it was a good movie. I probably should have watched it with my wife and not by myself, but
hey,
the lotion was there and I was alone.
I mean, I don't want to wait.
TV wise,
not to be over.
do we want to start TV with stuff that's new, or do we want to just dive right into fucking some other
Eat it.
What the fuck? You really are insane.
Eat it.
I mean,
Yellow Jackets. Let's just fucking go there.
Yeah, let's talk definitely Yellow Jackets. We did see some new stuff that we'll hit on briefly, but yeah, I mean, we got to hit the biggies, right? We got to hit Megadeth. We got to hit fucking
Yellow
Jackets, which I don't know, man. I mean, the show just
Shauna's
gets
fucking nuts.
Oh, yeah.
I'm starting to wonder, like, I don't know. I do believe there is a strong possibility that Shauna killed Lottie.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
And doesn't realize it. I think she might be going some of what what's her name? The fucking that other lady.
What? Thaisa?
Thaisa's going through where she's got like some
split personality
split
kind
personality
of thing.
shit.
Yeah, I mean, I think she's definitely paranoid.
Yeah.
She's not a likable person, Shauna.
Dude, what if this all just turns out to be a dream she had after like losing her baby in the woods?
Oh, fuck, that's a theory. That's a theory.
No, sorry.
No, I mean, it was kind of funny when she went in and it's her old you get the
you can do it. You can do it. I have faith.
Hilary Swank when she was in there.
Swank.
Of course, she puts the hat on backwards in case you forgot who she was. With the younger one, I'm like, that's a little obvious. But yeah, she was freaking. That whole scene was just insane, and I think it's a lot of it.
I gotta give them credit, but they kept who she was under wraps pretty well.
Oh yeah, pretty much.
Mostly we don't get that in TV shows.
And we all thought that it was going to be that woman's sister,
right.
Woman's daughter,
right?
But she married the woman's daughter, changed her name,
yes,
kept the tape. Like, why would you keep that tape?
Well, she explains it.
I mean, come on.
How will you explain that?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
She does,
but yeah.
Not that it's a good explanation, but
no. I mean, shit's gonna. I'm more fascinated now. I mean, the present day is definitely messed up, but the now they're finally they're all like, yeah, we're gonna leave and stuff like that.
But they
like,
kill the other lady.
Oh yeah,
they kill the scientist and they kill Joel McHale.
They have to.
Kirkland
Darrell Dixon.
Yeah, Kirkland Darrell Dixon. They kill him.
They must. I mean, because my whole theory is, I think that I've heard that now the woman Hannah, I think her name is.
Yeah.
The one that the scientist. I think she's Pit Girl.
You think she's Pit Girl?
You think they lasted that long?
Fuck
you, Verizon. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't know. It's everything's still kind of up in the air, but I do kind of get the whole when they go to the past and they're about to leave, where like some of them wouldn't want to leave.
Yeah.
Because you think about it, like, of course they're like, you want to be rescued. They're like imagining like the Slurpee and all that stuff, and they're like, oh my god,
a bed.
But you got to think like with these people, like. These girls come home like that.
I'm gonna have to tell everybody I ate.
How will you explain that?
Yeah,
they're gonna have.
How'd you survive?
So they're almost kind of like I think they've all accepted the fact at this point that they're like, yeah, look, we're not gonna get rescued. We're just gonna have to live like this. So now when they get the opportunity to go home, of course a lot of them would, but like the couple of the wacko ones, like how is Lottie? After fucking chewing on the guy's face.
Yeah.
All that stuff. Like, you can't go back home and be like, people are gonna, like they
put
have
a fucking hatchet in the one guy.
Yeah, like they have to fucking go home and like, I don't know. It's an interesting theory where it's like, if people did find out what they did, at least that they were like.
They didn't alive.
I know. That's what I'm saying. When that plane crashed, and it sounded like even the girls were saying like, oh, they gave up on looking for us. like they pretty much did, right? If it's been that long.
And they set up a nice life out there in the woods.
Yeah, so they might be just like, this is it. Like, I don't know. Like,
and do you think they realize now that what they've been hearing all night screaming was the fucking frogs?
Yeah, the frogs.
Because the scientist lady told them that, but I don't think it registered with them that, like, because she's like, we're here recording these frogs. You've probably heard it in the woods at night. And it's like, I don't think you know that that's the screaming.
Yeah. I mean, I think seriously, like, and it was, well, they also blew my theory that they're very close to civilization because, you know.
He's like 100 miles.
He's like, it's going to take us 6 days. I'm like, fucking, how did you get there for 6? You took 6 days to get there?
Hiking in the woods for days.
I mean.
Camping, hiking, hunting.
Now, I think would be interesting is like, if these guys don't take them back, it seems like they're not. Right. So maybe if they don't, then they're going to get discovered because people are going to be looking for them.
Or maybe they get them close enough and then they fucking kill them.
Yeah, dude, what, they got like 2 more episodes left in the season? I don't know, man.
And have they talked about a season 4?
Yeah.
Oh, so we're getting to season 4. So maybe they're just going to drag it out. The season 4 will be their trip home, the trip out of the woods.
Yeah, who knows, man? But it's one of my favorite shows, man. That is the one show where I'm like, holy shit, I have to watch
fucking
it.
Day after Mila and I are just like, I was like, did you watch? And she's like, fucking eat it.
Yeah. Eat it. So that was good. I mean, Daredevil we can touch on briefly.
It was one of those what do they call them? No, not a bottle episode.
Yeah, bottleneck episode.
Yeah, where it's like it's in one place.
Yeah, I mean the whole muse of it all was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to think of it on the way here. I was like, what can we talk about with Daredevil? It's like, well, he's Daredevil again. He's back in the suit.
Yeah.
Muse is a creepy motherfucker.
Muse got away.
Yeah, he did get away. He saved the girl. He also he was like with Kingpin when he goes to Adam and he just gives him the freaking hatchet. He's like, I want to give you an equal opportunity, and he still just beats the piss out.
No
of
fun
him.
beating the shit out of you when you're unarmed.
Yeah, so I mean, Daredevil is still still great. They're talking about the rest of it. Your foggy theory might come true. Who knows? Maybe he's in fucking
I like
Doomsday.
being right. Never happens, but I love being right.
No, sometimes you're right. Sure.
Sometimes.
Yeah. So that. What else? Well, we did both watch a new show, The Studio.
Oh God!
I watched one episode, Apple TV Plus.
And you for once, I watched one episode, and you watched 2.
I watched them both because they both went down pretty quick. I mean, it's funny as hell.
So it's Seth Rogen gets the job of head of this fake Hollywood studio, and it's basically all about him trying to run that studio.
Yeah, and it's like he's more of like the indie artiste, like he has integrity, but like his boss, the main guy, Bryan Cranston, he's like, we got the rights to a Kool-Aid movie.
I love that they're like, when you sit and go like, how the fuck who thought to make a fucking battleship movie?
Yeah.
They're like, well, this is how a fucking battleship movie gets made.
Yeah.
Just like this.
And they kept saying about Barbie, it was like, it's Kool-Aid. And I thought when they had Martin Scorsese, he wants to do a thing about Jonestown, like it clicks in his head. He's like, Kool-Aid. There's the Kool-Aid angle. We can do a movie about Kool-Aid. And they wanted to call it Kool-Aid, and then he panics, and like Bryan Cranston's just like, all right, show me what you got. Wow, me, and he's just like, he's ready to tell him about
the Martin Scorsese movie. Goes,
and he just opens up the freaking laptop, and it just like does that whole, and he's like, genius, it's just that's.
And then Bryan Cranston then goes, by the way, what's this Martin Scorsese shit I fucking hear about?
Yeah, God.
He's like, I spent $11 million on that to kill it. That's why I did it. He goes, you spent $11 million to kill that movie? He's like, yeah. He goes, genius.
And then he tells Marty, and then he starts crying, and Steve Buscemi shows up, and he's just like, because he's supposed to be Jim Jones.
It's Buscemi.
Oh, Buscemi. Yes, that's right. And he was like, Marty, why are you crying? It was really fun. And then the second one is just as good, too.
I didn't watch it, but I hear he's got to break. He's got to give notes to Ron Howard.
Well, that's episode 3.
Oh.
Yeah, the second one is about, they call it the Oneer.
Yeah.
And because he's such a movie nut, like he wants to go see this,
wants to
particular
be
shot.
involved.
He wants to see this one shot that they're doing, the oneer, and shenanigans ensue. Like and then, but what was funny about it, I didn't really notice it till the end, was that the whole episode was shot as a one shot.
Oh,
so
well, I'm gonna watch it. I just, I started watching the first one. I just wasn't feeling it.
Yeah,
and then like I watched Sully reviews. I think
Jake Sully.
No, Sully. It's on YouTube.
Oh,
he reviews Sully. I don't know. I'll show you later.
Yeah,
but he was like he explained it, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna give it another shot. If that's what it's about, I guess I just wasn't picking up on what they were trying to do.
It's kind of like it gave me Entourage vibes.
Yeah.
But not necessarily, like a bunch. Like Entourage was more of like the actor's perspective. This is more of like head of studio.
Right.
And like, do you give up? It's just so funny. Like there was the one where he's like, smell me. Do I smell bad? He goes, you reek of vodka. He's like, oh, well, that's all right. He's like, I was out with Pedro Pascal last night, and he was just...
How will you explain that?
Yeah. But yeah, they do a lot of cameos. And so it reminded me a lot of Entourage, but on the studio side.
Yeah,
so.
It's very interesting when you see like the famous people playing themselves, but then you see other famous people playing a character. Now, my one qualm was Agatha.
I know who you're talking about, but yeah.
I just... What is she trying? I don't know what her character's trying to do.
She's like the marketing,
but she just I don't know. I don't think she's pulling it off. Whatever she's trying to do, I don't think she's doing it.
Yeah, and then you got the
Catherine Hahn.
Yeah, Catherine Hahn. Yeah, I didn't really realize that was Catherine Hahn.
Yeah,
either.
I wasn't feeling what she was doing. It almost seemed like it was like over the top ridiculous and just didn't fit with the vibe of everything else. Like everything else was this over the top.
Yeah.
But it was almost like a serious over the top that was like serious but ridiculous. And hers was just ridiculous.
Yeah, she was a little over the top, kind of threw me out of it a little bit. But everybody else in there, it's just it's just funny. But I'm digging. I'll stick with it definitely. And you,
speaking of oneers,
you watched
I watched the Adolescence.
Adolescence, yes.
Someone asked me,
fucking hilarious, isn't it?
It's fucking dude. Well, first off, someone asked me. They had a hard time watching 13 Reasons Why.
Yes.
And like, well, is this kind of like that? I was like, I think this is worse.
Yeah.
Just because it's shot as a oneer, you're almost in that shaky, brought along as like a participant in what's going on. So you kind of feel, and maybe for me as a father of of sons, and one who's right now 14 years old, who's like the age that kid is, it's like you're like, oh fuck, my kid. Like that's how it hits home, like really hits home. But at one point I sent you a message because when the psychiatrist is talking to him, and he's just like, "Fuck you, bitch!" Like being a dick to her. I was like, I want to punch this kid in the fucking face.
Yeah. He's just he turns, from like innocent kid to like psychopath.
Yeah, he's a sociopath.
Yeah,
he's a psycho or socio. One of the two.
One of the paths.
But also, this is all based on, and I watched some stuff afterwards because the guy who plays the dad, this is his project.
Oh, okay.
And he came up with this idea after several news reports of incidents of middle school kids stabbing female classmates because of the like harsh rejection they were getting from them. And he was like, this is what these kids say are dealing with. And it's like, and that's what prompted him to create this with his friend. And that's
the social media with all the different emojis, what they mean.
Oh,
like, you're just like, oh my God, as an older person, you're like, you're like, oh, what the fuck?
Dude, my daughter used to give me like, she was like, Dad, it's so rude that you end your sentences on your text messages with a period. I was like, what? And she goes, yeah, the period at the end is like going like, dare, like, fuck you. Like, yeah. I was like, I finish every sentence and hit space. It's just auto typing. Don't read into it. How about this? When you read my text messages, read zero tone into what I'm sending.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. But it was super well done. I mean, that kid who... that was his first role. He's never done that before, and it was just the way
he was going for punch me in the face. He fucking nailed it.
Yeah, and he looked like that typical fucking,
like fucking Joffrey, Game of Thrones. Speaking of which, I watched fucking Dark Knight again.
Oh yeah,
and he plays like the Batman Begins, I think it was, and he plays like the little fucking kid on the balcony.
Oh really?
Yeah. I was like, he came up and was like, my friends are never gonna believe I saw you, and he gives him a fucking like batarang.
Oh yeah,
I was like, fucking Joffrey.
Fuck you, Joffrey. Yeah, that and and I will tell you that I am all caught up on The Pit.
So good.
Oh my god,
dude. Holy shit. Like, I just thinking about it, I'm getting emotional. His breakdown at the end of that fucking episode. You know what I can't wait for?
What's that?
I can't wait for them to finish this and someone to take it and cut it together as one 15-hour episode, one 15-hour thing,
yeah.
where you could watch it from beginning to end with no cuts or edits, with nothing. Fucking, it's...
you know,
his
and I'm
nervous
not,
breakdown,
and
I felt that,
and I'm not one of those like medical, hospital drama person.
Right.
But I got sucked into this show, man. He is just really good. The cast is good,
killing it.
The whole, these last 2 episodes about the shooting at the school, and it looks like
and it's taking over like TikTok and shit.
Oh yeah,
it's everywhere.
Yeah, I got to get into that algorithm. I don't really know, but like. Yeah, it's just so well done, man, and he just does a really good job.
Wowie.
And he always the death, all the death stuff, all goes into that pediatric area where he sees those things painted on the wall, and that's what gets him because it brings him back to his mentor and COVID and dying. It's like, oh my god.
Did we talk about the fact that this girl?
Yes.
Who her dad is?
No, I didn't know who
her dad's Bryan Cranston.
Shut the front door.
The like autistic girl, like
I love her. Yeah.
Whose sister's like definitely on the. Her dad is Bryan Cranston.
No shit.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah, she's awesome in that.
Funny thing is, she's 32. Do you know in Yellow Jackets, not to go back, but like I think it's odd that the daughter, Shauna's daughter, the actress, she's 30.
Is she really?
Yes. And I was thinking about it because I'm like, I wonder how old the other actors are. Like the guy who plays her dad.
Oh yeah,
it's like he's 17 years older than her, which kind of makes sense in it.
Yeah, it seems like they had her young. You know.
Well, yeah, and the mom, like both the actors who play the mother and father are both 47 years old, and she's 30. So, but in the show, she's supposed to be like 17.
Yeah, she's supposed to be like a teenager.
I always think that's hilarious. Anyway, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, no, that's all good.
Can we just?
Yeah, let's get to the end here.
That's what she said. My God, could you finish already?
I'm gooning this episode. So, anywho, whoa, what happened? See what happens when you put my shit on here?
Well, I'm sorry, I put your phone. Let me know when you want your phone to be playing on the.
Yeah. Let's. So really, just this quick. I mean, the main one that we wanted to talk about, was Ministry.
Oh, Ministry.
We talked about Every Day is Halloween. They came out with a whole album of the Squirrely versions. The Squirrely Years Revisited.
I listened to the Squirrely Years while walking around Costco with these headphones on, walking around Costco.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, so much fun.
It's just, I never really got into the With Sympathy era. Obviously, I know that Every Day is Halloween. But
that's not even on With Sympathy. It's during that era, but I don't think it's on With Sympathy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Fuck you, Verizon.
I don't know, but it brings. I know he was doing it. On this recent tour, he was diving back into it. He's kind of embracing it.
Right.
But the whole album is just kind of there's a little. Just brings you back, man. Brings you back to those Images days. Know, as our good friend Mike Chuetta used to say. I don't understand why these girls come in and pay $6 to cry.
Oh my God.
So it just brings you back to those old times, man. But it's like we said, it's got a little bit of dirt on it. Got a little bit of dirt. So that just came out. Some other stuff. A lot of bands that we've talked about already. Smoking Popes has a new song, Fox River Dream. Really good. Smoking Popes, man. You can't go wrong with it. Our boys in the Dead Milkmen have another song out.
I don't know why that didn't come up in my algorithm of all places.
It didn't come out. It did come out on Friday, but it was they have a new song, When Daddy Drinks, and it's just like the Ministry. it's just like the other stuff, man. It just brings you back. It's just, I love that shit. Other than that, really, we have, excuse me, Gerd. Linkin Park came out with another new song, Up From the Bottom. I don't know, man. I think they're just kind of like, when they first came out with the female singer, I was kind of like, oh, this is cool, you know? Now I'm just kind of like, all right, it's kind of wearing off on me. But still a decent track. Same thing, that band we talked about, the Birthday Massacre.
Yes.
Kind of a gothy kind of thing. They have All of You. They have another song that came out. Local legends, Turkey Vulture. Love me some Turkey Vulture. They have a new well, no, it's just a single, Dead to Me. Husband and wife duo. They do a little thrashy metal and not thrashy, but like kind of some heavier stuff. What else is on here? Kiss.
No.
Can I help you, sir? Yes, what is this? Huh?
They're still fucking doing
I
it?
can't get jiggy with this shit.
I thought you were
What
dead.
the fuck are they doing now?
Now I'm pissed off at them. I've been pissed off at them for like
Because they've
30
done the
years.
final tour like 10 times?
They did the final tour. They ended it. The Madison Square Garden, the whole big thing. Now they were doing it. So they've been releasing kind of like, they have these like off the soundboard albums, right? So
And they
it's like,
suck.
Yeah, they're like
They're fucking
recorded off a sound. It's
They
like,
released the one from I think we talked about it on the episode when they released the one from the Mid-Hudson Civic Center.
Yeah. They released another one, but rumor has it, not rumor, it's been announced that they are playing 3 nights in Vegas. Now, you told us you were done, but they found a loophole.
Gene needs the money bag.
Well, Gene Simmons was doing his solo tour, right, with his band, which honestly, as much as I goof on Gene, right, I was always, I've come around to him. His solo band was out there, not makeup, whatever. He's got this killer backup band, and he was doing a lot of like deep fucking Kiss tracks and deep Gene Simmons tracks, on these shows. But he ended up canceling the tour because I don't think it really sold out. I mean, Ace Frehley is out too, and he just kind of plays clubs at this point.
Okay.
But they're doing 3 nights in Vegas, and everybody's like, dude, you fucking retired. He goes, but these shows, we're not playing with makeup on.
Oh
We retired with
As
the makeup,
Kiss.
as Kiss with the makeup. Now we're doing these 3 shows with no makeup. And I'm like, fuck you.
Gene needs money.
Gene has something to pay off, I guess. Other than that, really, there wasn't. Do you have anything on there? I mean,
Well, I had showed you a new song that I had heard. What was it? It was it was new to me. It's new to me, Gregry.
All right. It's new to me, damn it.
That song, She's Kerosene.
Yeah.
By the Interrupters.
Yes.
And then you turned me on to one of their songs from that. A cover of theirs doing Billie Eilish's Bad Guy.
Yes.
You were listening to that when we first came on.
It's fucking...
I got to listen to it. I put it on my liked song list. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
I like it a lot. They're a really, really good band, man. They're like that ska kind of
Yeah,
jam to it.
that's what I liked. That was because we had a conversation last episode about what the fuck ever happened to ska. You don't see ska bands anymore.
Yeah, they kind of disappeared.
And that was the closest thing that I heard to something. I mean, they're postmodern punk or whatever they fucking call that. But I think they're more of like ska punk.
Yeah, I mean,
they got that ska like that ska sound, but don't have like that full blown like horn section. Like a ska band
I don't
would
think
have.
they have a lot of the horn stuff. I mean, it made me think of like the compilations that used to come out from Epitaph, like the Punkaramas,
Right.
And the Hellcat ones.
Yeah.
The Hellcat ones were all the ska ones. So many freaking good bands.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's it, dude. Thanks
Yeah.
again to our buddy Russ Dixon. His new book is out. Go check it out. Children Shouldn't Play with the Dead.
And check them out at the old Macaroni and Cheese Fest. I'm trying to pull it up again.
Mac and Cheese Fest.
The Hudson Valley Mac and Cheese Festival, April 26, 2025. We'll most likely be there.
Yeah.
Check out the new Big Cheese VIP. It's in the Brotherhood Winery, Washingtonville, New York. You can get your tickets if you go to famousfoodevents.com and get your tickets for the Mac and Cheese Festival, and actually all the other festivals that Big Ange has coming up, the Taco Fest and Jamaican Jerk. What?
Jamaican jerk jam.
Don't tell my wife about the Jamaicans jerking. Pasta and wine fest. I mean, fucking if you could think of it, fucking Big Ange is having a food fest of it.
Dude, he does a very good job at that stuff. But yeah, man, I think that's it. And thanks to everybody. And make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. Go to our freaking website, man. Buy a T-shirt.
Please.
We've been lacking on that, but I think definitely in the next couple of weeks we're gonna start. Definitely revamping the studio, revamping the site. You're going to see a lot more of us.
I hired a technical advisor to help us with the lighting and camera stuff in the studio. So
yeah, so be on the lookout for that. And like I said, we're going to be, you're going to start here, take it here, then take it to another level over there on this side over there.
What the fuck?
I don't know, man. How do we end this shit?